Hey everybody, fresh out of the water, I have my thoughts on the recently released Under the Sparkling Sea, the My Little Pony book by Mary Jane Begin. Let's get one thing out of the way first. The art style on this book is different, but it could have been worse. Much, much worse. But I'll touch on that a little later. For now, let's run down the story. Twilight receives a letter from a King Leo who rules over a underwater land called Aquaestria. Yeah, try pronouncing that right. The letter calls her and her friends to come and celebrate the Aquaestria race on the first tide moon. When they arrive, they meet new friends and help with festivities. And with that, let's move on to the real coral reef of this book, the art style. I personally found it enjoyable. While it does have the typical girly pony show vibe, the amount of detail was breathtaking to me. So while it may take a little while for everyone to get used to, and it may not tickle every pony's fancy, I found a nice change of pace. However, this is not a gleaming city of Atlantis. There are a few barnacles here and there, mainly with the story. After reading such wonderful epics like the My Little Pony comic, I felt this book could have taken more risks with its story. It wasn't a bad story by no means, but I just felt somewhat bored reading it. There was no suspense, no shockers, no thrills. It just didn't make any splashes. Then again, one could also argue that this is a book targeted for young girls, but I will offer this as a rebuttal. Why shouldn't more girls' books be exciting? Maybe I'm looking too hard into this, but it would have been nice. Let's take a look at the sea ponies. Now, there are two types of sea ponies. Sea ponies, which are apparently the males, and mermares, which are the females. There appears to be a division of the sexes somewhat in this book. The mermares seem uninterested in even talking to the sea ponies. I would have figured that they would have acted a little more like the mares and stallions of the world above, but I guess things just work differently under the sea. Also, if you're wondering who rules the very wet world, it is not a pony. Nope. It's a sea lion. Fish. Thing. Yeah. While we're on that subject of strange underwater life, we get to meet some rather strange and somewhat beautiful underwater creatures, such as a manta hawk, jellyflies, crabbits, water weasel, and foxfins. Oh, and I forgot to mention a narwhal. Or narwhally? I don't know. While the drastic art style change might make some bronies cry shark attack, if you have a young reader who wants to read a good tale of underwater fun and friendship, then I would recommend this book. However, if you dive in expecting a page-turning adventure, I might look elsewhere. Ever wonder where I get all my crazy awesome music? Wonder no more? I always get my tunes from Equestria Daily Music, my one-stop shop for all things electronica, rock, pixel, and more. Just head on over to the link in the description and you'll be taken to their awesome site.